Western Roman Empire in 476, it's not doing so well. The breadbasket of the Empire Africa was controlled by the Vandals. In 468, the Western Emperor with the help of the Eastern Empire assembled a huge fleet to retake Africa and save the empire. 1,113 ships and over 50,000 personnel, and it would have succeeded if it wasn't for the absolutely incompetent, if not downright treacherous Basiliscus, fumbling the battle before it even truly began. So yeah, there go any hopes of the empire having enough resources to feed an army. But sometimes it takes a barbarian to do what a Roman can't do. The hero or villain of our story is Odoacer, born in 433. In 470, he entered Italy with the Sekkyou tribe, not to conquer it or anything but to join the Roman army. In 475, the general Orestes overthrew Emperor Julius Nepos, who flew to Illyria for fun Fallen Eagle campaigns. Odoacer led a revolt against Orestes because he did not make up on his promise to give the tribal leaders land in Italy. 1 year later, Odoacer was proclaimed king by his troops, deposed Romulus Augustulus, son of Orestes, and also the Roman emperor, and then exiled him. But he got to keep living a pretty good life on an estate. That is traditionally considered the end of the Western Roman Empire. However, Odoacer strengthened the Senate and Roman institutions continued. He also respected the Nicene Church despite being Arian Christian, but he also accepted nominal overlordship of the Eastern Emperor Zeno, who accepted him as a patrician but not king, because to Zeno the Western Emperor was still Julius Nepos. Odoacer conquered Dalmatia in 480. Then in 484, Ilus, Magister Militum per Orientem, asked Odoacer for help to depose Zeno and replace him with Leontius. Odoacer agreed. Rookie mistake. Zeno convinced the Rugi tribe to rebel, although Odoacer defeated them in 488. The Vandals also invaded Sicily, but Odoacer recovered the island. Northwestern Italy, the Visigoths invaded. But you know what? Odoacer isn't our main character. No, this is all just the context. Now our main character shows up. The man, the myth, the legend, the goat even. Theodoric of the Ostrogoths. Zeno appointed him king of Italy in 488. Theodoric invaded Italy a year later and by August 490 captured nearly all of it. Odoacer took refuge in Ravenna, the capital of the Kingdom of Italy. The city surrendered in 493 and the merciful Theodoric invited Odoacer to dinner. Maybe they could rule Italy together. And he killed Odoacer. And his family. And his supporters all over northern Italy. Alright, our goat is now the undisputed king of Italy, but why do I keep calling him goated? And I'm not the only one, his epithet is the Great. Okay, yeah, now I can excuse murdering a family, but massacring Odoacer's supporters all over northern Italy is a bit too cruel for goat territory. But why is he called the Great then? Well, basically he single-handedly revived the Western Roman Empire, with the exception of Britannia and most notably Africa. Those two he did not manage to include. So how did he do that? Was it truly a revival of a Western Empire, or just a net of vassalages and alliances centered around one man for one generation? Well, Theodoric used a tactic tested and proven throughout the ages: marriages. If you ever played Crusader Kings, you know that the only purpose of a child is to either be married off or be used for eugenics, and Theodoric did not have time for eugenics. Theodoric himself married the sister of the Frankish king Clovis. Through other marriages, started his influence upon the Burgundians, Vandals, and the Visigothic kingdoms. And he did also use his military to defeat the Gepid in 505 and conquer Pannonia, roughly modern-day Hungary. In 507, Theodoric became the regent for his grandson Amalaric, the infant Visigothic king after the Visigoths got their ass kicked by Clovis. By 511, Theodoric took direct control over the Visigothic kingdom, personally, as an entity separate from Italy. But still, that's quite a sizable realm. And he nearly also conquered the Vandals, because the new king executed the wife of the former king for trying to meddle in succession. And he just happened to be Theodoric's sister. He wanted to conquer the Vandal kingdom in 526, but died of dysentery. The Ostrogothic kingdom continued, but Theodoric's achievements didn't last. The Franks kept taking more and more land, and then the Gothic War happened, or in other words, Justinian conquest of Italy. It ended in 544, and the empire, or rather kingdom, lasts from 493 to 553. This video is actually just part of this larger video about the short-lived empires iceberg. So, if this has interested you, maybe there are some more short-lived empires you would like to learn more about. Anyway, thank you for watching until here. Feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1000 subscribers this year. And leave a comment if you want to. Bis zur nächsten Bewegtbildproduktion.